Today, country is passing through a difficult phase. Everywhere, the ripples of farmers' protest are being felt. Whether it is a common man, whether it's a commuter, and finally, as a whole nation. The sympathizers and supporters of farm protest are growing. But strange, there are only two demands from the farmer protest leaders. Repeal of three farm laws, they termed it as a Kala Kanun, and a law on MSP. Strange it is because I understand none of the supporters and sympathizers have gone through the so-called Kala Kanun. Yes, there is a demand for repeal of these three Kala Kanun. But the mute question is why? Neither the farm protest leaders are replying why they want a repeal, nor the sympathizers and the supporters of these farm protesters. Though they are the celebrities, they are the thinkers. Personally, I have dissected these laws. And it's strange. Not only the farmers are the stakeholders in these acts. The acts have the other stakeholders as the traders and the consumers are the biggest stakeholders. I am a consumer, you all are the consumer, but you are nowhere in the protest. When it is being asked, why not a proper consultation has been done? Consultation with whom? Is it with farmers? Is it with consumers? See, the law is to develop an ecosystem where the government intend to create a competitive business environment for farmers, farm producers, and that with the proper protection to the APMC areas, proper protection to the farm unions. I don't understand why it is being opposed. When there will be a competition, certainly the producers will get benefited. Reason is that they will have multiple buyers. Consumers are the biggest beneficiaries. You go the threadbare with the act, and that's why the farm protest leaders are shying away from discussing on the provisions. Look, this country is not only of the farmers, they are also other elements. Yes, farmers are contributing in food grains production, but are they alone? Are not they getting the support of the laborers who are working in the fertilizer industry? Are not they getting support from those who are working in the electricity department, providing the power to them? Are they not being supported by the laborers working in the automobile sector who are providing them the tractors? And finally, are they not being supported by the market? And finally, with the consumers who are buying their products? No one is annadata in this country. It's a complete system which works. Then why only farmers? You go through the threadbare of each of the three acts and tell me, कहाँ है काला? And why are you seeking a repeal of the acts? Now coming to the MSP. Why do you want a law on MSP? MSP means minimum support price which the government provides to you. But what you want? An assurance from the government through a law that government should buy your produce at a minimum support price. If I have a factory of a certain product, can I ask the government to buy my product at a particular price? See, in a sustainable environment, ultimately we have to bank on the market forces. Yes, there is a lateral support from the government, and gradually that support has also to be withdrawn. Either it is today or after 5 years or after 10 years, but these supports will go away. Then only we'll create a sustainable business ecosystem. It's working in every sector. And the other dimension is that when the acts has been passed and made an act by the parliament, which is the supreme body of our democracy, can the mobocracy will take over the democracy? Only a handful of people, with the support of those who are not knowing the nitty-gritty of the things, they can overrule the parliament. And it's also strange, the members of parliament in opposition parties, they are questioning the acts which has been passed by the parliament. Acts are passed not by a handful of the MPs. Acts are passed by the parliament. They should know that. And once it is passed, this is the collective responsibility of parliament. That because this is the wisdom of the parliament. Then why they are talking in the opposition terms? Just to gain the political mileage? It will go a long way in the democratic setup where a mobocracy is taking over the democracy, where members of parliaments are opposing the actions taken by the parliament, where law and order is being taken over based on your numbers, and finally you are giving the baton to the conspirators. These conspirators, whether it is in a national or international, these three formulas are not their final objective. On the head of these farm protest leaders, they want to build up a situation where they can challenge the government, not the government, the country. And these farm protest leaders, having the hold of the sympathizers and supporters, they are standing on the head of these innocent people. Sorry, it's going in the wrong direction. Yes, government is also losing a point when these farm protest leaders are not agreeable to discuss these three acts clause by clause. Why not government disseminating among its own people the intent of the act clause by clause? People should know, consumers should know, and finally the taxpayers who are footing the bill of all farm produce subsidies, supports, they should also know what is the basic intent of these three acts. Think twice. And the core question is, why to repeal these three acts? If the government repeals these three acts, who will the biggest loser? The consumer of this country, the taxpayer of this country. Thank you.